Out the slums of the motherfucking Northwest, making their way through the cities in the forest. Y'all now tuned to the Jeff and Greg podcast. It's that shit like a log from a dog's ass. So drink your box of cheap beer till you so trash. You try to laugh and shit your pants, and that's a known fact. Greg might be on some magic mushroom, she got no class. So Jeff the Polo Cleo, and obviously he ain't got no gas. Go past the gold hash, cause laughs is in the forecast. More beer, get more smashed than clean talk at the doormat. Grab your popcorn, funyun rings, and an egg roll. Tell us spread them legs, so I love the Jeff and Greg show. From the IDA, ho, it'll help you with your day, bro. Hey, no jokes, the sponsor, Jeff is whiter than that yayo. But rather, there's some Legos, got some crazy shit to say, though. Custom like they bosses, took them off the fucking payroll. Some call it a garage, but we call it the sarcophagus. Comedy kings, drinking beer, sitting around just talking shit. Jeff and Greg, snatching confidence out your consciousness. Listen close and get off all these false from this, I promise this.
Time to wake up.
Yeah, it is, baby.
What it do?
Shit.
What's up, everybody? We're
Jeff
back.
and Greg podcast episode 110.
Yeah, I just sat back and let you handle it that time.
Yeah, man. It's episode 110. It's fucking
I did it again.
Yeah,
it's all right. What's up, everybody? We're back. Jeff and Greg podcast live from GreyBush Studios. This is episode 110.
I love it. I like how you brought us in again.
We had a couple of weeks.
You like double brought us in.
Yeah. I just wanted to make it clear to everybody what's happening right now and where we're at.
Want to give a shout out to our fucking official sponsor of the podcast.
Yeah. Our
Beamers.
official sponsor, Beamers Action Sports Pro Shop.
Pro Shop, bro.
Yeah. It's your home for bicycles,
Yep.
BMX,
Yep.
pro scooters, not those bitch razors.
It's
Pro scooters.
Dude, he showed me some of the fucking boards for the scootering.
Yeah.
Because I was like, dude, these guys are doing some... Have you ever seen... Go look it up if you haven't seen people do, like, flips with these things.
Yeah.
And, like, grinding on, like, rails and shit. I'm like, dude, when they land, doesn't it just bend in half?
Like, no.
They're like, no, dude. These things are thick as fuck. They're, like, made out of antimanium or whatever.
They're made out of that shit.
Antimanium, yeah.
they're made of that shit they were mining on Avatar.
Yeah, dude, they have to go to Avatar, mine it.
Unobtainium?
Then bring it back. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, Wolverine's claws are made out of it. Yeah.
Jesus.
It's crazy,
So
dude.
go to Beamers and get yourself a pro scooter. Also skateboards, but he's a pro shop, so he sells new and used of everything.
Yeah, if you go, you'll see him in front of Winco. He has a nice shop there. Bunch of bikes.
Everywhere.
Bunch of bikes out front.
But
He
you
has
can
a
also
skate
take
ramp.
your stuff there and get it repaired, fixed.
I also heard he does pickups. Like if you have a problem and you can't get it into your, he'll come and pick it up.
Nice.
I also heard that. So.
And my favorite part of
Right.
Beamers
Right.
is that he's the only official bump box dealer within 200 miles
Which is
of our town.
if you want a bump box, or if you've never heard of bump box, or if you're on the fence about getting a bump box, go into his shop
And
tell him, hey, can I listen to one of your models? Because he has them all. He has the ones with the 4 fucking speakers that are huge. He has the ones with 2 speakers. He has all the size, all of them.
Yeah.
He will fucking hook them up for you and play music for you.
He'll show you what they can do.
Yeah. Even ask him to play a song that you like, and then he'll play it for you.
Yeah.
You know? And then he'll charge you, a fee for taking up bandwidth in his store, Just kidding about that. But
No.
he's cool.
You can go in there and get a sample of a bump box.
Yeah.
Greg and I are proud owners of bump boxes.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't have it any other way.
no.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
So check out Beamers Action Sports Pro Shop.
Yep.
If you're local, that's in Idaho Falls.
Yep.
In the Winco parking lot right next to that fucking Dutch Bros.
Yeah.
I want to burn that place
I
to
know
the
you
ground.
have a deep hatred of Dutch Bros,
Yeah.
but I recently saw a picture.
Let's not talk
and I don't
about
think
it.
you have your house in order, my friend.
Let's not talk
Your
about
house
it.
is not in order.
Yeah, my own house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to tidy up.
Dude.
I thought you were the man of the house.
Me too.
Yeah, what happened? a picture of your whole family
Yeah.
just drinking Dutch Brothers.
Yeah, let's not talk about
Yeah,
it.
all of them.
Yeah.
They were all drinking it. They were all partaking in
I
a
know,
beverage.
I know.
A frosty beverage.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They did it just to spite me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think so?
No,
you
I
don't
know
think
they fucking did.
You don't think they just went there because they're like, oh, I want something tasty and delicious?
No.
No?
No.
Really? Your family hates you that much? They're
Yes.
just like,
Yes.
nice.
That's what I really feel deep in my soul.
Deep in your soul.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're probably right.
But it doesn't matter because they went there again today. So
Oh, did they?
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's how it works when you're
At the bottom of the food chain?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyway.
Just so you know, I'm never taking anything you say about Dutch Brothers serious. Again, until you get your house in order.
Huh.
You know what I mean? Until you get your fucking house in order.
Oh yeah.
Until you could tell me this is a Dutch Brothers free house, I'm drinking Dutch Brothers, bro. Because what do you know? You don't know anything, obviously, because your family's like, fuck you, I'm drinking Dutch Brothers.
Yeah.
Your family said, fuck you, Jeff.
Oh.
Did they call you? We're like, hey, do you want something from Dutch Brothers? And you're like, nah, fuck that place, I hate it. And you're like, you better not be getting Dutch
No.
Brothers. And they're like, yeah, I am. Fuck you.
No, actually, what happened
Yeah.
is I was having a fine day at work.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
not a bad day.
Right.
And then you messaged me and you said, "Hey, I just saw a picture of your whole entire family with cups from Dutch Bros." And I was like, "What?
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
didn't."
Yeah, I did.
It's like, you better be kidding. And then
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, "Oh, all right, cool."
Did you do that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made some inappropriate comments on the pictures. I may have stirred the pot a little, got in a little trubs.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
it's all blown over now.
Yeah.
I've accepted my spot. I've accepted my spot in the food chain. You know?
So, yep.
Yeah.
I get it, man.
I ain't the lion.
What else is going on tonight? What else do we have going on right fucking now?
Right now. Well, we're back after
Yep.
a 2-week break.
After a 2-week hiatus.
So,
we don't have any episodes in the storage, so we can't just pop them out for you
Yeah.
willy-nilly like some
Right.
podcasts can.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to name any names. Lunchtown boys. All right? I'm not going to name any fucking names, you Lunchtown gang.
Lunchtown posse.
Lunchtown posse.
The lunchtime bitches.
Lunchtime. Yeah, dude. Yeah, the lunchtime.
How are you going to call your
the
podcast?
LTB.
How are you going to call your podcast the Lunchtime Podcast when you record on Wednesday nights in the summertime? It's not even close to lunchtime.
There's
by
not
the
even
way.
a fucking. There's not even like a cafeteria around.
Yeah.
Or a school.
You ate dinner 2 hours ago, and
ate
you're going to call
dinner.
it Lunchtime
Yeah.
Podcast?
Yeah. How about you fucking get with the times? Huh? LTB?
P.
No, it's B. Lunchtime bitches. Yeah, right?
Oh, Greg's pulling out the.
I'm just kidding. We love you guys.
Yeah. So hey, we
Got
did
distracted there for a second, though.
we missed a show a couple of weeks ago. You don't want to know why, Greg?
COVID?
No,
Oh.
no. What?
What's that?
What's that?
What is that?
What? Not in my town.
Not in my town, bitch.
We missed a show because I was out. I was busy. I was busy glamping.
You know what?
I was glamping.
I want to glamp a little bit, dude.
You know what?
I kind of looked at you and your pictures of nice green lawn.
I used to be one of those people that was like,
You got older, though.
"You ain't camping if you're in a camper.
Yeah.
That ain't camping.
But
You
you're
got to
older.
be in a tent
You're
or
older
under
now.
the stars."
Yeah.
And now I'm like, "Fuck you."
Yep. Yep.
I'm not sleeping in a tent.
Yep.
Eat my shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell people that.
I haven't before,
Right.
but I would if I needed to.
Nice.
I'm really glad you took that vest off, by the way, because I am burning the fuck up right now. It's
Yeah?
hot as fucking.
I am fucking melting.
But if we turn the AC on, it's gonna be so loud.
No, we're good.
So
We're fucking good.
So loud.
Who are you talking to right now, by the way?
You.
Oh.
You had that puffy vest on,
Yeah.
like your P Diddy in 1997 when you came in, and I was like,
Yep. That's true.
it was full of down feathers,
Yep. Yep.
and like the feathers were
it was
poking out.
really thick, dude. Really thick. Like way too thick.
Yeah, I used to have one of those.
Hey, is it 90 degrees? Let me get my fucking vest on real quick. You know what I mean? Hey, is
Yeah.
it a fucking 120 out? Yeah. I better get a
Better
jacket.
get the jacket on.
Better get a jacket and a
Hey,
fucking beanie.
it doesn't have sleeves though,
Yeah. So it's really
so
airy.
just your core is hot as fuck.
Yeah.
It just keeps your core hot. That's how you do it though.
Yeah, right. You got to keep that core hot, bro. I get it.
Keep it loose.
Yeah.
In case
just in case you have to run.
Yeah.
And then you can with a vest on.
But think about it though. If you need to start running, and then you can strip the vest off, and then.
But your legs aren't warm. It's just your upper body.
That's true.
So you're like really just.
But it's all about the stamina.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. Stamina. I can't even say it right. How do I say it? Stamina.
Anyway, what I was saying, Greg, is I used to be one of those people that was like, "You're not camping if you're in a camper. That's bullshit."
Yeah.
And then I bought a camper.
Right.
And I'm like, "This is nice."
Yeah.
You know, and then you'll go out camping where you're self-sufficient. You know, you have your own water and power and all that stuff. Right. And that's fine and dandy. That's fine and dandy. But then you get the chance to go to a place where you back your camper onto a nice groomed lawn.
Yeah.
And you hook your sewer up and your water and electricity.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow.
And you can turn on it. You could actually turn on your AC.
You get to turn the AC on.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you say that's not camping.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
That's glamping.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I've decided.
Okay, so you were doing that last week.
So that's what I did. That's why we missed the show. Right. And I promised you, because I had to work on Saturday, I promised you what I did is I dropped the family off at the campsite and I came home because I had to work in the morning.
Right.
And I promised you, I said, mark my words.
You did say mark my words several times that day.
Several times. I said, mark my words, bro. We are podcasting tonight.
Yep. And I waited up.
You did.
I waited and waited at your doorstep.
Like you were here waiting?
Yeah. Yeah, because you were like, I'll be there right now. And then, like, you just never showed up.
Well, it ended up getting kind of late. And then the later it got, I was like, wow.
I did protect your house, so.
Thank you.
Somebody tried to come in, and I just was like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, I have a box for Jeff. And I was like, let me see it. And it was like a nice sculpture of something. And I just sold it on eBay.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So.
That was an urn with my grandma's ashes in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have you know it got top dollar on eBay.
Well, good.
Top fucking dollar. I didn't sell it with the ashes in it. I just dumped them into my backyard. And then my dog immediately went over and shit on them.
Okay, good. Well, that's what I was going to do with them. Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why we're on a fucking podcast together,
Good
bro.
job, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, anyway, bro. So that's the reason why we missed a show or two.
Yeah.
We were busy doing life. It's summertime. It's fucking summertime,
yeah, man. It's hard to hit every single week.
Yeah.
If you're gonna fucking be complaining about it, you could suck my fucking tiny ass little clit dick.
It is. It's a little clit dick.
It's actually a big clit and a small dick. So whatever way you want to.
Okay.
Whatever way you want to shape that.
You know,
up.
if you would have stayed in the womb longer, it probably would have just turned into a real dick.
Yeah.
But you just came out.
I have
too
half
early.
a line where it was trying to seal up, and then it just kind of flops.
So right under your piece is a hole.
There's like a nut. There's like a piece of a sack. Like it ripped or something. It's like a rip and a tear.
Your shit's all.
It's fucked up, dude.
It's ugly.
You know what happened? I got hit by a bomb when I was in NAM, and just my guts were falling out, so I had to stitch them all back up.
Okay.
Just fucked it all up.
It's interesting.
Anyway, we've been trying to get to something here.
Well, what I'm trying to get to is this is episode 110, and it's not just me and you in the studio tonight.
Right.
Not just me and you.
Right.
We have a special guest in the studio.
The Tooth Fairy.
We have a very special guest in the studio
Santa
with
Claus.
us tonight. It's not Santa Claus or the Tooth Fairy, but maybe someday he could be.
Right.
You know, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, like The Rock?
No.
In that movie, Tooth Fairy?
No, I mean, like when you have kids, you kind of become Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Shh, don't
say that.
Don't play that part out loud in front of your kids. Jeff and Greg, Uncle Jeff and Greg are just kidding.
Yeah. We are.
You know, we're the ones that.
Yeah.
We accidentally break the news sometimes.
Yeah. And it's sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Anyway, so we have a guest in the studio tonight. We have HDX with us.
HD motherfucking X.
It's been an official 10 episodes since he's been in. He was with us with the epic episode 100 where he was about half here.
Hey guys, HDX, better known as HDX TV.
Yep.
Yeah, Yeah, I was here for episode 77, 99, 100, and now 110. That's 4
Nice.
episodes. You know, so I don't know.
That's
Hell
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who's been here the most, but I'm
You're up there.
probably up there. You
Yeah,
know?
You're
you're,
up there.
you're climbing up there
Yeah.
with
I think Blake's been here a lot.
yeah.
Colt's been here a lot too.
Blake, Colt,
Gabe's been here a
been
lot.
on quite a few
Yeah.
times.
Oh yeah,
But you're making the list.
You're up there.
Climbing the ladder
Yep.
for sure.
and I'm trying to stay active too, like on other stuff to keep
Right.
all the stuff.
I
going.
saw you hitting the gym the other day.
Oh,
Yeah.
I might have got a few reps in
Yeah,
here and
yeah.
there.
What are you putting up these days, dude?
Oh,
Like,
some days when I'm feeling good, I can lift 20s.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I
lifting
lift.
the 20s. If I'm feeling froggy, I'll grab 25s. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I like to
Usually,
lift 40s
Yeah,
straight to the
okay.
dome, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
40s of what?
OE, still reserve,
Shut up.
whatever.
Shut up.
Trash
Why are you still
shit,
drinking it?
Whatever
why are you
trash
still
ass
drinking that
shit is
bum
available.
Why
I
you
love,
still,
I love my bum beers, bro.
yeah. Why? After drinking a pureed cider like this,
Yeah.
goes down smooth.
It's delicious.
It is
Let me
delicious.
tell you, we're drinking Two Towns Cider House Pacific Pineapple cider, I guess. I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
the
thought
fuck
it was
you
a
call
beer,
it.
but it's a cider. But
It is delish.
it is gooder
delicious.
than a fucking bitch.
Yeah, man. It tastes like you poured pure pineapple juice into like
A beer.
like a nice apple beer.
Cider. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's really fucking good though. Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, dude, I love it. It's scary good.
Good.
It's too good.
Yeah, man.
It's one of those beers that like you could drink like a 6-pack and then be like, "Oh, I'm fine," and then you get up and you just stumble into the head first into a door. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't think I'd drink that much,
Yeah.
and then you fall up the stairs somehow.
It's roll up the stairs.
Something.
Dude, speaking of rolling up the stairs,
Yeah.
it sounds fake,
Right.
but I have a son that actually does that.
Fall all the time.
No, he rolls up the stairs somehow.
Really?
Like I'll be standing in the kitchen and all of a sudden he'll come flying up the stairs like doing like somersaults.
Really?
Like he like some. I've never seen him do it. I just always witnessed him like flying up the stairs like rolling like the fuck, and then he like pops up like a gymnast
Yeah.
in front of the fish tank. Like, all right.
Fucking my daughter when she lived at home, it felt like every fucking 2 minutes she would like trip and fall down the stairs or trip up the stairs or like stub her toe or like fuck her shit up somehow. I'm like, do you know how to walk? Didn't we teach you that when at an early age?
Yeah.
Like, hey, one foot in front of the other and like look where you're going. Like,
Didn't your wife like fuck her foot up really bad on the stairs? Like,
not on the stairs, I think. Well, no, she was chasing a kid at work.
oh.
And she ran around a corner. She stubbed her fucking toe, but it broke it. Yeah, on the door. Yeah,
Our
Just-
oldest one time
That's how she broke her foot.
was they don't know how to just walk up and down a staircase. They have to like jump 7 steps from the top and
Yeah.
be retarded. Our oldest one time was, I don't know which direction he was going up. I think he was going down, and he fucking bent his big toe down and then stepped on it. And
fuck!
all of his weight went down on his curved down big toe.
Ah!
And then he tumbled down the stairs. Holy shit, dude. It like popped his toenail off backwards, like from the inside,
No.
like underneath the cuticle, popped it up that way.
Ah,
and his toe.
fuck.
I know he broke that shit, dude. But
What they do? Nothing.
no.
Do you guys take him in?
No.
Damn.
Okay, we're gonna brace this shit for you.
Like, they can't do shit for broken
They
toes.
can't really.
No, they really can't.
They just brace it up.
Yeah.
With that.
But it was fucked
You
up.
just get a popsicle stick and brace it with some gauze. You're like, yeah, you'll be fine. Let me re-straighten this toe. Have you ever broken anything?
This.
Other
do you call
than
this
hearts.
What do you call this finger? Index finger.
Yeah,
Index,
yeah.
your pointer?
Yeah, I broke this part on my hand right here. I punched the fridge. I was like in high school. and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was a sophomore, and I don't know what I was mad about. I was,
Oh yeah.
Very
You
emotional,
Can't
but-
can't remember anything.
but I
in high
punched the
school.
fridge, and it put a little dent in the fridge. But my hand was literally broken. Well, this part, the bone on my index finger was, and I went to school for a whole day. And like I remember, I told my mother, I was like, my finger hurts like so bad, and I went to school full day with the broken index finger, and yeah, it was just unbearable. At the end of the day, I told my mom, and I went to the urgent care, and yeah, they just put a cast on it pretty much.
Yeah. Did they have to
and-
pop it out?
I don't remember what they did. Yeah, I remember they put a shot in it.
Ugh.
But yeah, it was
That fucking hurts just thinking about it, dude.
Yeah, so after that, like I don't punch like
Fridges?
anything I know. Yeah, fridges, brick walls, or any kind of wall.
Just women.
I'm not a Kyle. you know, like-
Just women. Nice move. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I've had my fair share of punching things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anger and
Really?
having damaged hands. Yeah.
Like younger, like
It's the
when you're-
dumbest thing
Like when
ever.
you're at home
Yeah.
with your parents.
Yeah. Like holes in sheetrock and
Yeah.
stuff.
Did your dad make you fix every single fucking one of them?
No.
Because I imagine your dad's like, you broke
I didn't
this.
do it.
I will fucking.
I
kill
didn't
you.
do it as a kid.
Ah.
Yeah.
So
At my old house, I was in a little bit of a mood one day,
yeah.
and I punched the wall, and I went through into the other room through 2 layers of sheetrock.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you must have been really mad.
Yeah. I think it was the dad told him I wasn't gonna do a podcast anymore. It was
I was
It was an April Fool's joke. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm out. Like I'm bouncing out of this podcast,
Yeah, I
and
just-
he was fucking mad, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was that day, but
It was.
yeah, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was like, dude, I'm just kidding. You're like, what?
I was like, fuck, now I have all these holes.
Yeah. Goddamn holes.
Yeah, and it's like, what are you supposed to do in that situation when you're like really mad? You're home, you know, like say you're very mad about something. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, do push-ups or go lift weights or something? Like,
Masturbate.
what's like the correct way to go about it? Because like once you punch that wall, you kind of like it eases some off of you, and you know
What
that's
else?
what happened when I punched the fridge. I was like, it hurt like a effort, but it was yeah, it was all done
You don't,
after
have
that.
to you don't have to be good on our podcast, bro. It's good. You're good. I would have been
But,
furiously
like,
masturbating.
you know, when you're mad about something, what are you supposed to do?
Masturbate,
Like, what's the-
bro.
like-
Just get that stress out. You know?
But,
Does
but
anybody want to fight after you
in
beat
the,
off?
in the moment, you're like, I'm so mad. I don't think that's going to work.
But after you get done,
know-
you're like, oh man, I just want to go to sleep.
People
I'm gonna
say
take a
count
nap.
to 100 backwards, or everyone has take a cold shower, and like all this stuff. But like, what are you really
I
supposed
have
to
a
do?
solution. Maybe I'll start selling these. You just build a dummy wall. You just build a dummy wall with just set up pieces of sheetrock, and you have a rage room. And you can just go and just punch shit,
Why don't you get a punching bag?
or get a.
That's
Heavy
something,
bag.
but yeah, I don't know.
There's something about damaging something.
Yeah, that's not supposed to be punched. That
Oh,
you know?
right. They'll just go
Yeah.
to the mall and start punching old people. You know, early in the morning when they're all walking around, just
They're
start,
all speed walking.
yeah,
You're
just
like,
trip them.
But that only happens once, and then you go to jail.
You can really get a good fucking couple punches, though. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and
You
then-
imagine what kind of... They would just go limp like a fucking sack of potatoes after you punch them in the ribs. The older, the better, dude. Like, they're speed walking in there,
hey.
just clock. Ah.
The Jeff, the what you're hearing right now on the podcast
Yeah.
is the views of Greg by himself.
Yeah. It's
He's-
just, hey, you know what? It's the views
We
of
don't
the podcast.
condone-
Yeah.
We don't
do
condone elderly
abuse.
abuse.
No, we don't.
You're
Do we have to state that, actually,
You're
and
in
say
my
that?
house now.
Like, come on, it's jokes.
No.
Nobody here is going around punching fucking old people in the guts in a mall. If you believe that, then you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to
Yeah.
apologize.
I'm not going to.
I mean, for anything.
Oh, yeah.
You say ever.
Yeah, ever. 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 Hey.
Anyway, hey, what's up?
Oh, nothing. I was going to say something, but I forgot.
Should we get back to our guest real
Yeah.
quick?
What?
Let's let him explain what's going on. So, HDX TV on YouTube
Yes.
posting videos weekly now.
Yes, once every week on the weekend, either Friday or Saturday. Yeah, it's I was posting 3 times a week when I first started, but I'm trying to be more professional at it, be more consistent at it, and I'm getting better as I'm going with everything, with the content, with the ideas, with the editing, because it's all through. I'm doing everything. I'm editing it, directing it, writing it, publishing it, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, HDX TV, family friendly content, uploads weekly, and it's
family friendly, just like the Jeff and Grey podcast.
Yeah.
yeah, and like I don't know, like when I was younger, I had an older boss when I was making rap music first, because that's where I started in the rap genre.
Mm-hmm.
I had a boss that I was trying to, she was really cool with me, and I was trying to show her one of my rap songs, like, hey, I'm your employee and I make some music, like, and Yeah, and she just legit told me, like, if I can't watch it with my 7-year-old daughter, then I'm not interested. And so once she told me that, this was years ago, like, that's what just stuck in my head. I was like, okay, this is going to be my guidelines. What I go off of to start, you know? So, yeah, I'm trying to do everything very professional as I can. And that's, yeah, basically.
Put a pin in that right there. That reminds me of something, Greg. Several years ago, didn't you have sort of an incident like that? Because we try to, every once in a while, we'll push the podcast. We'll like mention it to somebody if someone seems cool, like out in public. But we're not like out there trying like, hey, we're podcast. Yeah. But every once in a while, you'll run into someone you think they might be like, hey, they might be into this, and so you tell them about it. Yeah. But wasn't there a lady? There's a lady you told about it, like, because her husband listens to podcasts or something. Right. And then you got back to her, and she had some shit to say.
What?
Yeah. And I was just like, well, sorry, because that's just the way.
Said we sounded like retards or something, fucking idiots or something. Some rude shit.
Some rude shit. And I was like, well,
we're not for everybody.
We're not for everybody, because I can imagine we do sound like fucking idiots a lot. Yeah. But I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but
that's what idiots.
But we don't. We do this show for us.
Yeah, it's about it's about for 0 people.
but back to the people who don't know who I am. HDX TV, formerly known as the rapper HDX. I started rapping in 2017.
You cannot do that.
What?
Formerly known as HDX. Nope, don't do that.
There's
only one person that can do that
now.
And he's not
formerly
known
as Prince.
Formerly known as Prince. So you can't do that.
Yeah, so I'm HDX TV now.
There you go.
That's
what I was known as always.
The people that don't know, like, I make rap music. That was a thing in my past. I was very passionate. Now I have a passion for YouTube, making videos. Just I don't know.
That's kind of your generation too. Like that's like everybody's into that.
Yeah,
I don't know much about it.
And the thing is, my numbers do better on YouTube than they ever did with music. Like, on a song, I'd get like 150 plays if I like really, really pushed it in the first like couple months or like first month. But then like with the video, you know, like I'll put it out and I'll get 100 views in that first day. Like the feedback is just a lot better, and I like the visual kind of aspect of people like actually seeing the person, like the character. And I watch a lot of YouTube, just like most of this generation now, so I have my influences and all that. But
and I see your videos are getting better every time you post something new, and I love it.
My views are going up too. That's the thing.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. You're doing it all on your own, so it's all a learning curve for you, right?
Pretty much.
So you're just trying to learn the game, dude. Once you get it mastered, sky's the limit, bro.
Yeah, that's...
you'll be rolling in that fucking Logan Paul money, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes.
You imagine what kind of fucking money those guys are making? At the top
ridiculous.
of I'm sure. Okay, this is just he's an exception, right? Because he's huge. Yeah. But PewDiePie, all those fucking dudes, I bet they are raking in so much money off of advertising.
Yeah, so it's
so much money.
Yeah.
He has his own sponsorships, I'm sure, too, right?
Yeah, G Fuel. If you've ever heard of G Fuel, they sponsor a lot of YouTubers.
Yeah. So that's pretty crazy. You can make a lot of money doing that shit.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And the thing is, like, so you get money off ad revenue, and I also heard for every 1,000 views you get like 88 cents to $1, depending on what kind of state you're in. So these YouTubers that post daily and that are getting 4 million views, they're raking in, like, serious dough almost every video. So that's what keeps them going. And, yeah, the YouTuber money is good now. And, see, there's this motivational speaker that I listen to, and...
Who is it?
Like... his name's Patrick Bett. He's on Facebook, but basically I was listening to him like when I was first like gonna start YouTube, because it was in my head for a while, and he's like, invest in something that's gonna be popular in 5 years, like not today. And YouTube's like the thing. YouTube's getting bigger. YouTube's the second most used app in the world behind Google, and it's what YouTube basically is the video version of Google, because you can type in anything and you can see. So.
That is true. You can really find anything on YouTube.
And
like I was looking up like how to fix a faucet, and I was like,
dude,
I looked it up and I was like exact model and everything. And I was like, fuck this.
If you're a homeowner today, you've used Google to fix so
everything.
much.
I used Google to fix my lawnmower.
YouTube, I mean,
yeah. That's what I meant. YouTube.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And
there's YouTuber for everything, dude.
YouTube.
There's
you can
YouTuber
YouTube
for
like
lawn
how
care.
to find the G spot.
Yeah. That's Pornhub though. Yeah.
It's still a mystery.
Yeah.
I think I'm close.
Are you? Dude, I find that shit every time, dude. See, what you do is you just fuck a dude in the ass, and you can always make him come.
But this guy, this motivational speaker had said.
So back to motivational speaking and
He said
positivity.
He said invest in something and go for something that's going to be popular in 5 years, like
Right.
not today. And podcasts are like one of those things I'd consider because all these influencers are doing podcasts now. Like it's their kind of like side piece gig. Logan Paul has a podcast. Like Joe Rogan doesn't even need a podcast, but he has one. He makes enough money off the UFC. It's like almost there's a lot of people that have podcasts that. So I truly believe podcast is another big thing that's like slowly elevating as it's going. Because first people don't want to like look at it and be like, oh, I don't want to watch a 45-minute video. But now it's like as you start going, like it's just getting more popular and. Everything's always changing, and that's one of those things that I think is going to be very popular also.
Well, I think YouTube's been popular for a while.
Well, I was saying podcast.
I don't think, yeah.
Podcast. Like,
Oh.
they're slowly rising in, like, the popularity of podcast. Because, like, at first I didn't want to watch something, that was, like, an hour. But now it's, like, if everything's right, like, it's interesting. And I'll spend hours just watching, like Joe Rogan or these other influencers that I like. So
Yeah.
and you really get to know somebody, and I love the breakdown of everything. So like it's just who I am, and yeah.
I think that's cool to have both too. Like you have a YouTube and a podcast because not everybody can like sit and just watch something. Like not people have a lot of time when they're at home to just I can watch this now.
Yeah.
I do a lot of my podcast listening on the road.
That's
So,
why
podcasts
when
are
he
so
said
big.
that,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. It was because you said you watch.
Right.
And I don't watch any podcasts.
Yeah.
I download them and I listen to them while I'm driving
Yeah.
or listen to them while I'm working. So
Yeah, it's
podcasts
both.
to me and they always have been just an audio thing. I never sit and watch them.
Every once in a while, like
It's good. I think people just want to
watch-
see a face behind the voice. Pretty
Yeah.
much is what it comes down to.
right.
So like here and there, like it's good to put something out. But you guys do a very good job of doing your pre-show
Right.
and all that. Like it's very well planned out. So
Well, thank you, man. I
We've
appreciate
had
it.
we've had trials and stuff where
Yeah.
we've tried to do like a record the show and play clips on YouTube
Right.
and stuff. And maybe someday we'll get back into it, but it's more of a. It's just easier just
Yeah,
to
it's
sit down
very
and
time-consuming. Yeah.
record. We're busy. I don't have a lot of time to be editing videos and
Yeah.
doing all
No,
that stuff.
I
you know?
agree.
But I think once you leave your family and separate them from because they're Dutch Brothers
Once they go to
fans,
Dutch Bros
yeah.
one more time,
Yeah, that's it. And then you'll have a lot of free time on your
Yeah.
hands. You know
True.
what I mean? So I'm really rooting for that day, and I've been encouraging your wife and them to go to Dutch Brothers
Okay.
a lot. So
Okay. Well, when that does happen inevitably, I'm not
Right.
saying if. I'm saying when that
yeah,
happens.
right. I like that. I like that.
We're gonna lose the studio space that we have.
Oh,
So
okay.
we'll be recording videos like from a vehicle
right.
or
in the car. Yeah.
You'll just be
from
scruffy
the
looking.
break room
really,
at Walmart.
you lose everything.
We'll be using the Wi-Fi at McDonald's and like.
Starbucks and all
Yeah.
that. Like, It's like, you guys are here again. I told you guys to get out of here. That one guy
Yes,
hasn't even
sir.
taken a shower in a month. It's like, sorry, man.
Just do them at the library.
Yeah, dude.
Use their internet there.
Everybody's like, shh. Shh. Every fucking 5 seconds. Shh. Quiet. Shh. Will you guys shut up?
Oh man.
But do you guys like get like criticism like sent to your page, or like do people like still
Oh,
talk
yeah, all the
smack?
time,
Because I
dude.
know you guys have been doing this for a very
Yeah,
very long
dude.
time. But do people still talk their smack like
Yeah,
here
dude.
and there? You
Yeah.
know, like saying like, oh, just stop what you're doing, and
No,
Like-
actually. We actually don't get a lot of criticism. We
not
got
not
one,
anymore.
Like, not too
was
long
that
ago.
was that more of a beginning kind of thing, or
No, we never
was it
even
never
got-
really
It's
got too
it's-
much hate?
It's never really been a thing.
Yeah.
We've never really faced any negativity at all.
We did get one email that was like, mix it up a little bit more.
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah.
people trying to give us advice and stuff, but
Yeah.
Oh, those are just suggestions. Not,
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you ever
okay.
had fleas before? Just fleas?
did you get fleas
I
for
feel
the
like
show?
I have fucking fleas.
Oh yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
released some fleas into the studio.
Yeah. You got dogs, dude. I think
Did-
they gave fleas everywhere.
Yeah. Now you start you know that thing when you start talking about bugs and
Yeah.
stuff, then you start itching.
Yeah.
Or you watch something about
Oh, yeah.
I
ants.
think I
Yeah.
got bit by like a mosquito or something.
You watch something about ants, and all of a sudden you're all
Oh, yeah,
freaking
dude.
out,
Yeah.
creepy.
Or like somebody says something about like, oh, yeah, we had to shave the kids' heads because they had lice, and then all of a sudden you're like itching your head
Your
like
head
all the fucking
gets all
time. You're like,
itchy.
oh fuck, dude.
I'm bald and I'm
Yeah.
still like, fuck,
I'm
maybe
like,
I got
fuck,
that
dude.
shit.
I think I got it fucking lice,
I
dude.
got desert lice.
Yeah.
They fucking go on barren.
Yeah, dude, they fucking burrow into your skin and shit. It's like the fucking sand dunes and shit. Like, what?
They prefer.
Is that even real? Like, yeah, dude, I got fucking beard lice.
Explain this. Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
explain this itch then.
I got crabs. Then you start itching your dick all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a thing.
Is it? Crabs
Oh.
is a thing, I'm
No,
sure.
I mean it is,
Yeah.
but
I don't know
I mean
where you
when
get it
people
from.
start talking about
I've
stuff.
never had crabs, so I don't. I've heard you get it from dirty bathroom seats,
Yeah,
or somebody else has crabs.
or you just
Yeah,
you just you know,
bumping genitals that are dirty. Yeah.
pube to pube
I
contact.
bet there's not a lot of that going on now
Velcro
because
action.
a lot of just shaving it. You know, what I'm saying? There's a lot of that. It's pretty popular now.
Is it?
I bet the crab pandemic is on the lower. It's probably
It's because
it's the lowest it's ever been.
yeah, because people have been
Shaving.
quarantining
Yeah, and shaving.
because of crabs.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a second wave.
and a third wave.
It's behind the murder hornets.
Yeah. Yeah, murder hornets.
Yeah.
And,
The mainstream media doesn't want to let you know
yeah,
that it has
Crabs
nothing
are-
to do with a virus.
they're on
It's
the uprise.
crabs.
Yeah, they're evolving.
Yeah. And that's where the real reason why there was the 6 foot distance things, because
They can
they
jump.
can jump 5.5 feet
Yeah.
only.
Yep.
People.
And they want you to wear masks because they could jump into your mouth now.
Yeah.
They're evolving.
Yeah, but it's just strictly just to stop the crab pandemic.
Have you ever seen Candyman? That
No,
dude's all
no,
crabs.
Long time ago.
Didn't they remake that movie?
I don't
Or
know.
they're gonna remake it this year.
Yeah.
That's what I was hearing about.
The
There's
original
trailer.
Candyman had me fucked up for a little while. I saw it when I was like 13, 11 or something like that. You know what else I saw around that same time? And it was fucking mind-blowing movie.
What's up?
Oh, shit. Let me think. It's a... Fuck, man. I've watched it twice in a row because it was so fucking good. But it was... Okay, so I'm going to describe it and you tell me if you remember what it is.
Is it a horror movie?
No, it's not a horror movie. It's just like a crime movie. Okay, so this guy was a detective, or is a detective, and he's investigating this football player, or this football shooting or whatever. Like this guy at the very beginning of the movie, he's like running down the fucking football field, and he pulls out a fucking gun and just starts shooting people on the field, and then like he gets a touchdown. But
Good God.
yeah, dude, it's a crazy fucking movie, dude. But I think like one of the Wayans brothers is in it. Which one would be like an actor like that would be like in a crime movie that was big in the 90s?
There's Keenan Ivory.
Do you think
Wayans.
is he the oldest?
There's-
That's the one from Major Pain.
No, that's Damon Wayans. It's probably Damon.
Yeah.
He was the main
serious
he
one.
was the mainstream movie star.
Was he?
Damon, yeah.
Damon.
There's Marlon and he's in like the silly stuff.
Right.
And so is Sean, yeah.
And Sean
They're
and
both-
Marlon are the silly
si-
guys.
I feel like they're more popular now though because of the Wayne Bros show and like they've just had a lot of success being in the scary movies.
Yeah.
You know, even though they made their character look very weird, but
Damon
you know.
Damon was the more serious guy, and before him was Keenan Ivory, but he was in more of like the early '90s sort of silly stuff.
you know, I feel like that like when you said you saw Candyman, like that was like the golden age era for me for horror movies. Like all these horror movies nowadays are all about like demons and you know, ghosts and all that paranormal stuff. Back in the day, you know, it was like Jason, somebody scary looking actually.
Right.
I don't know if it was because I was very young watching Chucky and Jason and Freddy Krueger, but those
Oh,
were very good. That was the good times of horror movies. Like horror movies I don't even like them that much anymore.
No, you know what? There is a lot of shit out there for horror movies, but You just got to find that fucking original content. It's still out there, and you could still find it, but it's a lot more. A lot of people rehash the same shit so much in that genre. It's so fucking bad. The last fucking Boy Scout, I think
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what. Yeah. Do you remember that fucking part where he fucking
No,
shoots his
I
way
don't
down the
remember that.
fucking field at the
I don't
very
remember
beginning?
that. But didn't that have what's his name? You know, the
Bruce
one dude.
Willis?
Bruce Willis in it.
That might have been it. I think there was a couple people in it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to, like, eventually, you know, after my YouTube stuff gets going, like, I want to get a role in a movie. Like, I'd love to be in a horror movie. Like, even if my character dies off, like, eventually.
Which one is that?
Oh, yeah, that
Which
is
one is
Damien.
That's Damien?
Yeah, Damon Williams,
Yeah.
right?
Damon
Fucking
Wayans
knew it.
and Bruce Willis
Yeah.
were both right.
That was a fucking movie, dude. You
Hell-
watch that movie today, I bet you'd be like, God damn, dude. Nostalgia, first off, but I bet it still holds up, dude. I bet it's still good.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
That movie's-
46% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck,
Look
that
up
movie
what-
was so fucking
look up-
good, though.
With that new Dr. Dolittle movie with Robert Downey Jr., have you seen it or seen the advertisement for it?
No.
Well,
I mean, I know it exists. I know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
they made a new Dr. Dolittle with Robert Downey Jr.
14%.
on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah,
Wow.
it got 14%. That movie was so horrible.
Was it?
I didn't watch it, but everybody who did around me was just like, save your money and your
Dude,
time.
look up fucking what was I gonna say?
The lowest movie ratings.
No. I was gonna tell you what was it? The Last Boy Scout, and then something else. Now I fucking forgot. God damn it. Oh well. I was kind of curious to see like where that. Oh, True Romance. That's a.
Oh,
fucking,
that is a good movie.
That movie's fucking good, and you know why it's so good? I didn't know this. Fucking Quentin Tarantino fucking wrote that movie.
Is that the
He
one?
didn't direct it, but he wrote it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
He had a
was
big
good
part
one.
of it, and it was fucking good. You know that guy from that movie, not Godfather. What's the popular series that was on HBO back in the day? Sopranos.
Yeah.
That dude was in it. Yeah.
That's the one with Arnold, right?
True
No.
Romance? No.
No. Oh,
That's
okay.
True Lies.
That's True Lies.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm thinking something completely different.
True Romance is 93%.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Dude, that movie's fucking good.
must-
And it's like back in the. When did it come out? Does it say?
91?
Yeah. That movie's old as fuck, and it's good as fuck, dude.
Yeah, for Rotten
You'll
Tomatoes.
be watching that shit, and you'll be like, God damn, dude.
Christian Slater.
Yeah.
What's the lowest rated movie on Rotten Tomatoes? You should try to look that up, bro.
It's probably
Like a-
fucking The Room.
You know what?
The Room. Look up The Room. I bet that's the lowest movie rating.
You know what movies consistently have the lowest scores on Rotten Tomatoes? Is any Adam Sandler movie.
Really?
Yeah.
But then they stream hella and they sell.
Yo,
like
those movies
major.
are. Some of them are fucking.
Any
good.
Adam Sandler? I haven't watched his. Doesn't he have a new movie right now on Netflix?
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's a one where like he picks up the wrong girl by accident. Like he
Yeah.
calls the wrong one. That's a good movie. I liked it.
Gemini Man's something different, right?
Oh, there's a Jim Cutter too. The Jim Cutter. Gemini Man's the Will Smith movie.
Okay, that's.
And that didn't
So
look good.
there's actually a lot of movies that have gotten a 0
Oh wow.
on Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes is very critical though. That's like the thing.
Well,
you know,
it
like
depends
if-
on what you go off to. Like, you going off the fucking critics or are you going off the fucking fans?
But do you think in 1991 when that movie you were saying came out, do you think they were as critical back then as they are today as far as like
Well, Rotten
production
Tomatoes
wise
wasn't even
and
a
stuff?
fucking-
Oh, okay. Oh, all right, got it.
You know what I mean? Rotten
Yeah.
Tomatoes wasn't even around back then, so there's no way to even fucking judge.
There
It's
was
all-
no movie critics at that time.
Well,
right?
there was movie critics, but there wasn't any like Rotten
Like,
Tomatoes.
There wasn't a website.
Yeah, there
where
wasn't like
where everyone
Yeah.
puts
There
it
was-
on blast.
There was
like,
Siskel and Ebert. It was
that's
it
what
was
it was
rated by thumbs up.
or thumbs down. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay, so there's like a
Just a
pretty
fucking-
long list of
yeah.
movies that got zeros. Most of them we probably haven't even heard of.
You know,
But like Staying Alive with John Travolta got a 0.
Wow.
I'll just go over some of the bigger ones.
That's a pretty big
Yeah.
movie, dude. People like that. A lot of people like that movie.
Jaws: The Revenge.
What?
oh, that's the one where
Zero.
they kill him when he's on a boat and he has like a gas tank in his mouth and he shoots it. That's the first one, but I think
Police
they
Academy.
do that again and then
Police Academy 4, 0%.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Mac and Me. You remember Mac and Me? Oh, fucking one of the worst movies ever.
Is that the one where they roll him off? He rolls off the fucking.
It's like a weird alien guy.
Oh yeah.
comes to Earth.
Okay.
Huh.
What year was that made in?
Early 80s. Late 80s. 88.
You
Wow.
know, the movie Freddy vs. Jason was like one of my favorite movies growing up, and
Police Academy 6 also.
it has a 1-star review, like on.
Does it?
Yeah, and I loved it. Freddy vs. Jason, like.
Dude, that's why I don't like to base everything off of fucking critics.
Oh, I
Yeah.
never do.
No,
I
you
never,
can't.
ever
You
do.
cannot do that. If you have a certain style of movie that you like to see, and somebody's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, fuck that movie," like you gotta just go out and see it for yourself, man.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
What?
Problem Child. Remember Problem Child with John Ritter?
Yeah, that was good.
1990 movie. 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What?
People are fucking retarded. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh man.
People are
Yeah.
too critical. Fuck you.
I feel like it's hard to make a good horror movie though, because like people are so like critical on like the villain, how it looks. Like they're like, oh, that's fake. He looks like the new Freddy Krueger movie that came out like in 2014. They made a new Nightmare on Elm Street. He looked like so cheesy. Like you can tell he was like plastic, and
Was
Yeah,
that the
that's what
one
makes
where
it-
they were filming a Nightmare on Elm Street, and then like he was like there still, like he was still up around or something like that?
I want to say so. It's,
It was a weird one. I remember that. The New Nightmare it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like that one either very much. But my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street is probably Dream Child. I
Well-
fucking love Dream Child because that's the one where like her friends start getting killed off by Freddy, and she starts getting their powers. So by the end of the fucking movie, she has like all of her friends' powers, like unique powers,
yeah.
and she ends up fucking Jason up all bad, or not Jason, Freddy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was a good one. Did you ever see that one?
I don't. I would have to see all of those. I haven't seen any of them in a while.
Oh yeah,
But-
that's one of my favorite ones. And then like there's one right after Dream Child where they're like we sealed him away and all that shit, and it's like he comes back somehow. But
Yeah, I spent a lot of my youth watching movies, like growing up, like
Yeah.
in a house without cable, or like I had the free channels, like the PBS Kids and all that growing up. But
right.
like the cool times was going to the video arcade store, renting a VHS movie, playing a little bit of arcade there, and hanging out with my cousins and watching just movies we weren't supposed to,
Yeah.
And yeah, so I watched a lot of. I'm very like knowledgeable on movies. I've seen a lot of movies, like the older ones, like Indecent Proposals, like a really good movie that somebody like my age normally wouldn't like watch.
Right.
And yeah, like I respect the classics. Like when it comes to music, when it comes to movies, like yeah, I spent a lot of my youth watching movies.
Yep.
So,
man.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time in movie stores, dude. You ever been to those movie stores back in the day where they, it was all VHS, but it also had like
You
they
had
had
the
that curtain you couldn't go behind.
oh yeah.
I always tried to sneak back there and like look at all the shit. Like, oh shit, what's
Like
back there?
Hollywood Video and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Blockbuster, like when that was a thing.
Yep.
Man,
that
I've seen, oh my god.
There was a local video store where I grew up. It was big. It wasn't like a fucking Blockbuster or anything, but they had a lot of fucking movies and they did games and shit too. But they also had like a little section that was like all curtained off. You could go in. And I would see people go in there and fucking get shit all the time. I was like, damn, I want to go in there.
Man, you remember the excitement of going to like the video store on like a Friday night?
Yes.
Dude, every
Yes.
weekend, right?
And there was always something you're running to, and you're like, I hope there's some behind it. You had to move the cover, and they'd be behind it. And, like,
Yep.
So many times it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Or renting video games, like Super Nintendo games was like the shit. We would rent video games so
All the time.
much.
So did I, dude. I rented so many fucking video games, dude. Then you would like re-rent them and try to play them and try to beat them. And still, they're like, I gotta re-rent this.
And you'd have to get like as much time as possible on that game
Yeah.
because you knew it had to go back on like
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, you have like the 5-day rental like thing
Yeah.
or like the 24-hour rental.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
Usually they were pretty cool. Like they let you keep it for like 3 days or whatever. And then
Yeah.
one time I rented a game and it was fucking dog shit. I can't even remember what game it was, but I was like, I went back to it was like a mom and pop one. I was like, hey, can I return this and just get something else? Because this game is fucking dumb.
Did you
And they were like, yeah, go ahead. So I just traded it out for something else.
Did you guys have a movie? Did you guys have a movie that you would rent? It was like your go-to that you rented like multiple times.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you have one?
Yes.
What was your movie?
The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio. Have you seen that one?
Oh shit, for real?
I was young and like, what am I doing watching like a video with guys like going to an island to smoke pot when I was like 8, 7, you know? But Leonardo DiCaprio, it's like, because, you know, I seen him from the Titanic, so.
'Cause he was
And I thought the
dreamy.
movie, I was watching it in a family night. My family used to do like actual, like we'd all get together and even my cousins or whoever was there. And like we'd all sit there and watch the movie, like family time like that.
Yeah,
and
man, we still do that.
And I feel like people aren't as much anymore. But The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio, I don't know, something about it just fascinated me with the adventure.
That movie's fucked up, dude.
Isn't it? And
there's a part
like,
where that dude gets fucking bit by the shark, and like he's just out there fucking screaming, and they're like, they fucking go out there and kill him finally.
Yeah,
like,
and
fuck you.
And
What?
there probably is real stuff like that where they brand you when you get there when you're part of the tribe. And, you know, I just thought that movie was very for its time. And I was very young, so it had a big influence on me. And with one, being Leonardo DiCaprio as the main role, like, I just liked it. Like, it had the beach. It had, you know, like, I don't know. Yeah.
Doesn't he get fucking, he eats something and starts tripping all hardcore, right? In one of the scenes? I can't remember.
Man,
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. I just remember they fucking they ended up killing that dude.
What was
like
yours?
strangled him, right?
What was yours, Greg? What was your movie?
Army of Darkness, bro, with Bruce
Army of
Campbell.
Darkness?
Yeah, dude. Like Bruce Campbell. Okay, so when I was young, we went and saw a movie in the drive-through, and it was Army of Darkness. And what it was like it was a continuation of a story that had already been out. It was called Evil Dead 1 and 2, and they were both fucking cheesy as fuck, but they were fun. You know, it was like, okay, I get what they're doing here, and it turned out fucking good. Like, I fucking love those movies. And they came out with Army of Darkness. We went and saw it in the theater, and I fucking fell in love with it, dude. Like, he's a dude he was in like a lot of the Spider-Mans with Sam Raimi. He was like the theater guy. That guy came in. So I'm here to go see MJ in a play, and like he was like, shh. He was all that guy, you know.
Yeah.
But in these roles, he was like just a fucking like a shit talking, fucking like dude that worked at like a fucking sporting goods place, and then he got sucked back in time, and then like he has like a chainsaw arm and a fucking double barrel shotgun, and he was just putting down dead people, dude, just fucking shooting them up, dude.
Damn.
Army of Darkness, man, and it was cheesy as fuck, but it's a cult classic, dude. It's so fucking good.
I have two that come to mind that were like if I can't find something, this is the one I go to.
Right.
One of them, the first one is when I was a little bit younger, but it was Bloodsport.
Oh
The
shit, so
Jean-Claude
good.
Van Damme, Bloodsport.
Okay.
You can't
Damn.
sleep on Bloodsport, bro.
And it's on Netflix right now, by the way.
It's so fucking good.
Bloodsport, I could watch that thing over and over and
I have.
over.
I've done that. Yeah.
I loved Bloodsport
It's so fucking
much.
good. Yeah.
And then Bad Boys, the first original Bad Boys with
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
All right.
Loved that movie so much. That was my go-to. I'd rent it all the time. Yeah.
Did you like Blue Streak also?
Oh, dude,
that movie's
dude,
so
Blue
funny.
Streak to this day, I tell people all the time because a lot of people haven't seen Blue Streak.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite. I told him not even that long ago. Blue Streak is one of my favorite movies of all time.
That was one I saw as a kid also, and I'm like, this movie's funny. You know, like
Blue Streak
that's
was
an
one of the
awesome
first
movie.
movies where I went to the movie theater and I watched it, and on the way home from watching it, I stopped at Target and I bought the soundtrack of it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I thought you were
On
gonna say on the
CD.
way home you beat off, and then you went and bought the soundtrack.
Well, I just thought that was
That given.
a given. I
Yeah,
didn't need
you're
to
right.
tell
You're
you
right.
Have you
that.
watched Bad Boys, the new one? The
I haven't
3?
seen the new one yet. No.
Oh, hold on.
It looks like it could be.
I
good.
watched it. It's long. It's very good though. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's kind of long, but it's good. It's gonna keep you entertained.
I think the only thing that has kept me from watching it so far is that I didn't really like 2
What?
very much.
Oh.
2 was fucking good, man.
Yeah,
was-
I know what you mean.
It was good. It was just different.
Yeah, they
I
try
liked
to press it out like because the first one did so well, so I feel like they try to
Yeah.
like how they do with all these
Maybe I haven't
movies.
seen it in a while. I don't know, but I'm saying
It
I
sort of
thought it was
had
good.
that Fast and the Furious vibe to me, like where it was like I don't know.
They did that with Fast and the Furious. The first ones were great, and like now I can't even
Now
finish
it's
like these new ones.
The Rock
like,
is hanging
yeah.
off of a helicopter,
And
holding a
he's-
car in one arm, and like
Yeah.
doing retarded shit.
And he's fighting that guy from Crank. What's his name?
Jason Statham.
Yeah, he's Jason Statham. Like I'm so lost in the series. Like I remember.
That's funny that you remember him from Crank, because
that was a good movie.
That was a good fucking movie. Jason
that-
Statham in Crank is so fucking good. But you know what? Jason Statham's been in some fucking sleepers, dude, that are fucking
Yes.
good, dude.
Yeah.
I remember watching one on Netflix where he was like he was like a driver, and he would like drive people for like bank jobs, and like they were onto him, but he had like this cool car where you could like flip the license plate around and like do all kinds of crazy shit, dude. But it was fucking.
No way.
I can't
Bring
remember
this
the name of the
up.
fucking movie, dude, but it was good as fuck, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Jason Statham's been in some fucking sleepers.
Yeah,
dude.
Crank at its time was a big one, you know, because
They tried to push out number 2, and I was
yeah,
like,
number 2 was a little off, like how he needs to keep his adrenaline going
Yeah.
and higher and higher and higher, and like
Right.
the second one he's doing stupid things like you
Yeah.
know he has sex with that girl,
Yeah.
you know, to keep his heart rate up. I'm like,
Well, that was
really?
number 1.
Was that one?
Yeah, he fucked her in the like right by the bus stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he didn't finish. Oh, like that one time she was like giving him head, and she's like, "Well, you always go to sleep, so I didn't finish you." He's all pissed off, and then he goes and kills those dudes right behind, like they were chasing him. Oh, that movie's good, dude. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I grew up, you know, hanging out with older people, so it's like I was always like influenced on watching those movies I shouldn't have been watching.
Oh, right.
But
That's
it
a
was
sign of a good childhood.
But yeah, the beach, how you're saying, like Blockbuster. I remember I had a membership. I would use my mom's card, and I would go, and it was at the point where like the employees at Blockbuster knew me. I was like maybe 10, 13,
Yeah.
going and yeah, I would rent these movies, and I'd get a friend, and when I didn't know what to get, I would get The Beach. I'd be like, you gotta watch this movie, you gotta watch it. And I'd try to make them sit and watch an hour and 30-minute movie, like, you know, being 13 years old. Like, now when I think about it, I'm like, geez, you know,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was one of those.
Those are
you
the
know?
moments that define our whole life, bro. You
Yeah.
know, those moments right there.
You know, and it makes more sense to stream, but like I think we all miss like getting up and going out to Blockbuster or Hollywood Video, you know, and actually like
You know,
going out and
you know what's funny? I was thinking the other day, it's kind of weird, and it's one of those change of the way times are changing. Remember when we were kids, before all this streaming and stuff, there were like certain movies that would come on TV certain times of the year,
yep.
and you would look forward to it being on TV,
Yeah.
and that's the only time you could see it.
Yep.
Like you couldn't go rent it. Like
Yeah.
like all of the Christmas movies, like the
yeah,
Grinch,
like Elf,
like
and Santa
the-
Claus, and
like older than that. I'm talking about like
Yeah.
like the Grinch cartoon, like
Yep.
the original one, like from
Yep.
the 40s
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever,
I know what you're talking about.
or like
and it would be broadcasted on like free
it would
public
be
television.
It would be
right?
on like NBC on
Yeah.
Sunday at 7,
Yep.
and you'd
Okay.
be looking at the TV guide and be like, "Fucking Sunday at 7, we have to watch it."
Damn.
And like,
like all Charlie Brown's Christmas Story.
yeah,
and,
man,
like,
I
all
remember
those.
like Willy Wonka, the
Yeah.
chocolate factory movie. Like it would come on like around Easter.
Yep.
For some reason, I remember that.
Yep.
And like you couldn't just go watch shit whenever you wanted to.
Right.
Like now, everything you
Yeah.
you could just stream. You could go stream anything you want right now. That's
true.
crazy. Like it's funny how it used to be so different. Like we'd really look forward to it.
Yeah, you have
and
to
those
really
movies
look-
meant something to you. Now
Yeah.
they don't mean shit to
No.
anybody.
You have to look. You had to look for him in the TV guide and like,
Yeah.
oh, guess what's on tonight, guys? Like, oh shit, for real? Like, and then we'd make a point to get together and watch that show.
Yeah.
You know, there was a lot of Christmas stories on at Christmas and all
You'd
that.
sit there and
Yeah.
you'd go to the bathroom at commercials because
Yeah.
you weren't able to skip
Yeah,
through
you're
them.
like,
and-
oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Man, I remember that shit. Brings back memories, bro.
Yeah.
There was like, it almost felt like there was something for every holiday. There was always a different. And then there was the movies like they would like play in parts. Like, oh, we're playing part
It.
1 of fucking It tonight.
It would be
yeah.
like a 2-night thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Stand was like a fucking whole week. They would
Yeah.
play that movie for like
And
5
it's funny.
days.
It's funny when things started going through the change.
Yeah.
When like things started getting digital, or when DVDs started coming out and stuff.
Yeah.
We were excited about it. Like we can do this whenever we want. And
Yeah.
now you see it sort of turning the other way, where we're like nostalgic for how it used to be.
Yeah.
And sort of hate on like, God, kind of sucks that it's so easy to just watch whatever we want.
But also, I love it.
Yeah.
But also,
Like,
it's great. Yeah,
It's like, oh man, I just want to watch this.
But I
You know
think
what
it
sucks
takes-
though
it
is
takes
like
the
I have
blue-
a fucking huge movie collection, and I hardly
don't ever touch it.
ever have to fucking go down and.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I can't find something, or it'll be like, oh, you have to pay $9.99 or $4.99. I'm like, oh, I have that movie.
yeah.
But then do I go get it and watch it? I'm like, no.
No.
Yeah, I feel like it's cool just to own the physical DVD for like show,
Yeah.
but like nobody really like
Yeah.
you know like oh let me watch this
Yeah.
right now.
Every once in a while, like I'll go down and grab a movie and I'll pop it in and I'll watch it. Like, oh yeah, fucking movie's good, dude. Like, a movie I don't see on like a lot of streaming sites is like, just for an example, that movie Your Highness, has Danny McBride in it and James
Yeah.
Franco, and that movie is like it's like a fictional, like a fake movie, you know, or not a fake movie, but like is it fiction?
Yeah.
Fiction, yeah. It's like a medieval times and there's magic and shit like that. But it's fucking hilarious, dude. It's
like-
so fucking good.
Wait, what was it called?
Your Highness?
Oh, okay.
Sort of like
Martin Lawrence has one like that, The Dark Knight, I think.
Yeah.
Something,
Oh yeah,
you know?
but no,
Like,
this one's way fucking better than that. I mean, Martin Lawrence, he had his time in the sun,
oh yeah.
and it was. I'm not saying it was a bad movie, but this one was like next level shit. It's so fucking. Winona Ryder's in it. Winona Ryder is in it.
Yeah.
Fucking, there's a bunch of funny ass shit in that movie.
you know, I watched the new John Wick 3. It's long. Like I enjoyed the John Wick series, but
It was
This
long,
third
but
one,
it was
it was
fucking
long.
good though. Jesus, it was good. I liked all of them. Did you like it? Did you see it?
I haven't seen any of the. None of them. Not a fucking one. Hey, Greg. So you know what I just remembered?
Yeah.
Because since it's been 2 weeks since we've done the show,
Yeah.
there's something big that happened during our break that we never got to talk about on the
Oh
show.
shit! Yeah, you were pregnant.
No.
Oh.
We actually talked about it on our last episode that it was going to happen, but I don't think we ever got to update the people. I think we ended episode 109 talking about how I was going to build a deck.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I did it
In one day,
in one day.
you built it in one fucking day.
I did.
Because if you don't, then it just never
Yeah.
gets done.
Everyone knows that I don't partake in
Multi-day.
woodworking projects that take more than one day. I just don't do it.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense. You know,
No, I did it. I completed it.
how's it holding up with
happened.
all this rain and weather and all that stuff?
Beautiful.
It looks beautiful. You know what? I had a chance to partake in sitting on your deck, and
You did. You stepped on my deck.
Your deck
You
is
sat right on it.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure you barbecued on your deck.
I did. I cooked
Yeah.
meat with my deck
Yeah, it was
on it.
man. I'm telling you, your deck
Hey.
is fucking wide and long.
It's wider than it is long.
Yeah, which is not common, really. Usually decks are.
I guess it depends on what angle you're looking at it.
Oh right, that makes sense. Usually decks are pretty long,
yeah.
not so
Anyway.
wide.
Yeah. So I pulled it off.
Jay did.
I did it.
Pulled it off a lot in one day.
Yep.
But it looks beautiful. We have to take you out there and show you.
Yeah, definitely.
Show you a deck. I don't know if you've ever
See a
seen a
good
deck.
deck.
don't know if you've ever
Nice
seen it.
sturdy deck.
Nothing
Yeah.
like a good hard deck. So
What kind of wood you use for that?
It's fur.
Yeah.
It's a
I
fur.
bet it's fur. Yeah,
Not
fur.
FUR.
Oh,
FIR.
oh, yeah.
It's a furry deck. A nice
Most of them are.
furry deck.
Yeah, most of them are.
No, so we decided this week that we might want to think about some way to cover it a little bit to get some shade. You know,
Oh shit! Tell me about that. Yeah,
know.
you were telling me you
we're looking
were
into
gonna
some
get a
different
big ass
options.
fucking gazebo thing.
Yeah,
right?
we're looking into some options. You
Right.
know, there's some places that sell some nice big gazebos. We're thinking about building one on
Right.
top of it. You know, just so that there's a nice shady place to get away
Right.
from the weather. We've seen some pretty nice options.
Yeah.
Well, we
Little protection for your deck.
yeah,
You know?
and somewhere to stay out of the sun a little
You know,
bit.
You gotta
know.
cover that deck sometimes.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I got a lot of protection on it to
Yeah.
keep,
Keep the ants off of it.
Do you go to Home Depot for like all your supplies, or do you have like a designated spot
Or like
you go
CVS.
Yes, Home Depot.
to? Home Depot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have like a day after pill for your deck?
Home Depot is where I go. Anyway, so we're looking into
Plan B?
a gazebo
Oh yeah.
of some sort.
Oh, I get where you're going.
to
with
put
that
on
now.
top of
Okay.
it.
We're talking about your actual deck now.
So we're shopping around.
Right.
Yeah. And there's some really nice ones. But
Online or like at a store?
actually,
Well,
go
there's lots of
Okay.
There's lots of nice decks.
decks.
Yeah.
If you go online, you can see a lot of decks. A lot
Decks.
of decks. No, so we actually found one that we really liked in a store, and so we purchased it. They didn't have any in stock, so we bought the floor model.
Okay.
So they disassembled it for me, put it in my pickup truck. We got it home and we assembled it.
What was it?
on
Did they
top
give
of
you
the
like
deck.
all the instructions and all that?
Yeah.
No,
like
no,
They give you a discount on it.
This
or
was the
anything?
thing. So I did get a little bit of a discount. We got home and I realized there was no instructions,
What?
Oh.
no directions, no nothing, and it was in 100 pieces.
Hey,
Yeah,
fuck you.
no.
First off, that's
So-
a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah,
if you
me too.
if you give me a fucking project with no fucking instructions, you can suck my fucking deck.
So I laid it out. I laid it out all on the
Right,
lawn.
right.
I tried to put all the pieces in like matching
Yeah.
piles.
Right.
And we actually pulled it off. We were able to, in probably 2 hours, we got it all assembled.
Right.
Put everything was perfect. We got it assembled just like it was in the store, and then we got in there. We sat under it and we're looking at it, and both me and my wife were like, "I don't love it.
Oh no.
I don't love it.
Right.
This isn't what I envisioned."
Yeah.
And you know what we did? We immediately disassembled it, put it back in the truck in a million pieces, and I drove back and they let me return it.
Oh, nice.
I told them that I never even took it out of the truck.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's
I
a
said
good
I got
move.
home and my wife was like, "Nah,"
Yeah.
and they're like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So they got my money back.
I bet that happens a lot. I bet a lot of dudes go in there and buy shit and they're like, come back an hour later like, man, my wife said no.
But
Yeah.
I spent 2 hours at least assembling this thing just from.
Scratch.
It's like putting a puzzle together with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck you, man. I would have been so fucking frustrated.
and then we got it up and we're like,
Nah.
"This isn't the one."
Was it the wrong color, wrong size? What was
No,
it?
it just wasn't what we wanted. We really don't want one that has like cloth sides and a roof. We wanted something sturdy and
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, especially when
Could
it
stand up to the
when it
wind and the
rains and
weather
snows.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Idaho is unfucking forgiving.
See, in Arizona, you can get away with stuff like that, you know, but not over here.
Isn't
with
it
the
windy
snow.
though? Don't they get windy down there?
Not barely. You know, it's
Yeah.
just the heat you really got to worry about in
Right.
the southern Arizona where I'm
Yeah.
from. You know, but
The problem, the big problem is the wind here. We get some of those storms that jump up. Like last weekend, we had a big graduation party for our son, and everything was pretty okay until towards the end of the party, and we got this weird
Yeah.
tornado gust that came, and it picked up all. We had all three of our canopies out
Yep.
there, all zip tied together and pounded into the ground, and it picked them all up. And,
Really?
flipped them upside down. Like,
Yep.
dude, it was like this
It was weird. I ran out there.
tornado touchdown right in my backyard.
Your wife ran out there to go grab one, and then like it flipped upside down, and like the leg swung down. I had to like dodge it. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Like 6 of us went out there to
Yeah.
grab them before they flew
Yeah.
away into the neighbor's house.
That shit was crazy. I'm surprised did you check on them to see if they still work?
No,
No,
no.
because
Not
usually
yet.
after a windstorm like they get bent up and fucked
Yeah.
up a little bit.
They all folded up just fine, so I'm
Yeah.
hoping that they're
They're
in
probably
good
fine
shape.
then. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? One time we did the same thing, but my wife left it out there, and I was like, "Are you sure we should leave that out there?" She's all, "Oh, it's fine." And I came home, and it was in my front yard. I was like, and it was all scratched up, and like it wasn't horrible, but you could tell it like landed all kind of rough, and I was like, probably shouldn't put it out there without supervising it, babe. You
Yeah.
know?
A couple of years ago, our kids decided that they wanted to go camping in the backyard, And so we set a tent up out there, you know, and they spent the night in the tent or whatever. And then our youngest decided that it was kind of cool to have the tent in the backyard. So we left it up for a few days so he could just like play in it and stuff.
Yeah.
And then one day we went out there and the tent was just gone.
What?
Like gone.
Yeah.
I looked over fences a little bit as much as I could. I couldn't see it anywhere. And it had the poles in it and everything.
Yeah.
And it just disappeared. Like
You never found it?
I still don't know where it's at. Somebody obviously found a tent in their yard and they're like, cool, we got a tent.
You put this inside, you know.
But it just totally disappeared.
Wow.
No idea where it ended up.
Wow.
That's
Dang.
fucking crazy. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see those like videos of trampolines flying away.
I was just going to say we had one of those big gusts a couple of years ago. We were all out front. There's no sign that there was a storm coming or anything. We're just out front. And all of a sudden, the craziest wind I've ever felt just kicked up out of nowhere. And the house across the street from us, we watched their trampoline levitate like 10 feet up in the air and then fly like over a fence. And then it started rolling like a wagon wheel down the street.
Holy
and it
shit.
crushed, it like knocked over mailboxes and went over cars and everything. And we just watched it just roll all the way down the road until our road curves at the end, and it hit a vinyl fence and smashed right through the fence and just landed in someone else's yard.
Holy
We're just like,
shit.
what the fuck? We just watched it all happen. Like,
Yeah, it would have been like, I don't know who's.
but the wind was so strong. Like, you know how the road is covered in like, I don't want to say gravel, but like tiny little rocks and dirt and stuff. Those fucking rocks were hitting us, and it was like, it hurt.
Yeah.
We're like, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Like, and
I wonder, so.
it lasted about 1 minute,
Right.
and then it was clear and gone.
Oh, so something like that, like so a trampoline flies over cars and shit. You don't ever have to fucking claim that shit. Be like, I don't know whose trampoline that was. You know what I mean? Like, how is anybody gonna fucking know whose trampoline?
It wasn't
that
mine.
is? Yeah. Nobody fucking. You saw it, but nobody else fucking saw that shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I would fucking be like, I don't know. Oh, we never.
It wasn't my trampoline.
Wasn't mine. Dude. We never had one. I don't even know
You
what
just
trampoline-
never claim it.
Yeah.
They just like have a new trampoline in their yard.
Yeah, that's weird, dude. Because I want that kind of shit makes me wonder. Like, so what? How did they do that with the insurance? Did like the guys have to? Did he own up to it, or did he just like? I don't know. Oh well, we don't have a trampoline now.
Yeah.
Kind of just like how you don't have a tent anymore. Like, well, we don't
They're
have a tent
not
anymore.
cheap either.
No.
Like big trampolines.
Well, no, I'm just talking about all the damage it did.
Yeah.
you know?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. It's best to not own it. You
Yeah,
know,
like,
if that's gonna happen.
I don't know what you're talking
Your
about.
trampoline broke my windshield.
Oh, prove it, bitch.
Wasn't mine.
Yeah, it wasn't mine.
I don't have a I never had a
Yeah.
trampoline.
Then there's like video of it hovering out of your yard. You're like, oh.
Like a flying saucer.
I don't know how it got
Like
there.
that.
That's not mine. It must have flew in there.
Oh, it was weird watching it happen because literally it lifted up like it was levitating,
Yeah.
and then it like hit and turned sideways and just rolled down the
Where
street.
was it? What neighbor?
Right across the street from us.
Oh, it was in that big yard that's over there?
Yeah.
The
You
one
weren't
that
able to-
they always bag their lawn.
Yeah.
They're big. They have a big riding lawnmower that they try to put trash bags in and bag it up.
Yeah.
And they wonder why it doesn't pick up.
We just sit there laughing at it.
Yeah. Like, huh. It's not made for that, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's like, hey, dude, it's not made for that.
Have you guys seen? There's a barbecue restaurant here in town that's getting national attention.
Oh yeah, Grandpa's Southern Barbecue.
Yeah.
You guys ate there before?
Yes, I
I've
have.
never eaten there. I've always wanted to eat there, though.
It's that place. That place deserves all of the love that they
Foxy
get.
Brown.
That they're getting.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I've eaten there once. I know a former employee that used to work there from like a church through a friend. It's kind of weird, but I ate there once, but I didn't get the full-on experience because they were at a brisket. They were at I forgot what I got. I remember I had mac and cheese and the collard greens, but
It's one of those
What did
places. Yeah, man. It's where they cook real barbecue. So yeah, they run out of it because they only make a certain amount. But
yeah.
it's one of those places where it's the food is amazing, but it's not just about the food. It's the company. Like,
yeah, the people who
the
own
people
it.
that own it are pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, the atmosphere with them, yeah.
And I've always said this. I think 50% of going out to a dining restaurant is atmosphere. You got to have a good atmosphere, man. You got to have good food, but you also got to have a good atmosphere.
Yeah.
If you have good food and a shitty atmosphere, people aren't gonna want to come back. You know, sometimes they do, but if it's just like bad service and shitty atmosphere, like
Yeah, it has to
that'll
offer
work.
them something big. Like, I used to go. I'm into like UFC fights, football, and like when I was in Arizona, I used to go to like this one cheap bar, and they sold like some shitty burgers, but they would order all the pay-per-view stuff. They had the NFL Sunday ticket, and they would order every boxing fight, UFC fight that was there, and I would go, and it was like a madhouse. Like there is fights, like but. Yeah, I would go there all the time just because of that, So
Right.
So I'm not sure of what website it is, but they made a list of the 30 must-try black-owned restaurants in America.
Right.
And Grandpa's Southern Barbecue from Idaho Falls, Idaho, got second place.
Yeah.
wow,
Second out of
In the
30
whole country.
For the whole country, yeah.
I'm definitely gonna eat there for a video like soon.
I went there once because at a job that I was working at, we were working downtown. And their location used to be downtown, and we walked in there just because it was close.
Right.
And the owner, I can't remember his name.
Lloyd.
He was the only person there at the time, and he welcomed us in. We sat at this table and we ordered. He made suggestions of what he had and what was good, and then he came out and he's like, "Hey, do you guys want to try my gumbo? I'm trying out some new gumbo."
I heard that.
And he brought us these little cups of this gumbo, and it was like the most amazing thing I've ever tasted in my life. And he just sat there and kind of chilled with us and talked. And really cool guy.
I need to go there. I've never
Yeah.
been there, but I've always wanted to go.
Try it out. Yeah, the experience is a big part of it because
Yeah.
they treat you like they treat everyone like they're special.
Yeah, that's cool.
And gumbo is something that's not very popular here either. So it's like
Yeah.
when somebody has good quality gumbo,
Yeah.
even in Arizona, like good gumbo is hard to find. That's something you got to go like to New Orleans, like
Yeah.
the East Coast, Florida,
Yep.
over there to get.
The
So
deep south.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a southern thing for sure. Gumbo. Damn, bro.
You thick.
Damn, boy.
So, you want to get big, bro? Hop on TikTok. That's where
Yeah,
it's at, right?
that's where
now.
it's at,
yeah,
bro.
that's where it's at. I need to start TikTok.
Yeah, dude, what are you waiting for?
I know.
Jeez.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck.
So, Greg, I think the time has come, my friend.
Yeah? Are we gonna...
The time has come.
All right. Hell yeah. Hit me.
It's time for Jeff and Greg's Urban Dictionary Phrase of the Week.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
should
yeah.
say, "Oh no,"
Oh, yeah.
but you mean, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So while I pull these up,
Kool-Aid, man.
Hey, real quick before we move on, have you seen that TikTok with the strawberries, where like you put strawberries in a bowl and you put vinegar and you put salt over them, and it's supposed to like take bugs
Make
out of the
bugs.
strawberries?
Yeah.
You think that's fake, or because half of the stuff on TikTok isn't real?
yes,
But-
it's fake because we've done it.
You did it.
Yeah, we tried it.
Okay, and no bugs came
Nothing
out.
happened.
Okay, it had me shook, and I think it has a lot of people shook.
Do you
'cause
know
the
what
people that see
happened?
it-
It made our strawberries taste like shit.
Yeah, no, your strawberries are done after you put salt
Yeah,
and vinegar on
Nothing
them.
happened.
But you've seen that was a popular trend, and it had me kind of worried. Like a lot of YouTubers I watch were doing that. As
There
like a
used to be
TikTok life hack.
there was one that came out several years ago. It wasn't TikTok. It was probably just YouTube or something. But it was just like that, where people would take they'd take like a pork chop. They'd get a piece of raw pork and they'd pour Coca-Cola on it.
Yeah, I
and like
remember
these
that.
fucking worms would start coming out.
Yeah.
It's just fake.
Okay.
Just
okay.
Yeah, the strawberry and bug thing. We actually tried it.
Okay. Cool. I'm glad I brought that up then.
We tried
You
it.
know, like-
We tried it with a couple of batches, and there's nothing.
Yeah, these TikTok hats, it's like they look convincing, but
Yeah.
there's
That's
a
the
lot
thing,
of them are
though.
too good to be true.
Think about it like this. Like, if there was bugs and shit in meat like that, like, you don't think, like, somebody along the line...
FDA
Yeah,
would
the
be all
FDA,
over it.
FDA was all over
I
that
thought about
shit.
I thought about making one of my own where we put like the salt water and put our strawberries in it and then cut and just like drop a dog shit on it and be like, "What?"
Dude, you should do that. That would be a funny TikTok, because right now that strawberry thing is what's kind of like popping right now.
Just
That's what's
like drop
trending.
a big fat piece of dog shit on it and be like, "Oh my god, did you see that? That's a dog shit." How was that in the strawberries? I didn't see it.
You should start it like if it's gonna be the normal debugging, be like, guys, I heard stuff comes out of your strawberries, and then do it, and then just drop a shit right there, and then end it like that. Like,
You're like, oh my god, it smells so bad. Don't eat these strawberries, guys. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
No,
Alright.
there was a TikTok I seen. This last one that you can charge your phone like using 2 apples and or a lemon. You rub them together. Like I tried it and it didn't work, and I have it on one of my YouTube videos and it didn't work at all. So it's like half of this stuff you see isn't real.
Yep. All right, Greg. So while I pull up these Urban Dictionary phrases of the week, why don't you tell everybody how to get prepped and ready for it?
So
for
check
what's
it out,
about to
people. My friend here's gonna paint you a motherfucking picture like Bob motherfucking Ross, dude. All right, he's gonna paint that shit up. He's gonna paint a little happy tree on your forehead, and you're gonna fucking sit there and listen. He's gonna describe it. He's gonna fucking make it pop, dude. All right. So what I want you guys to fucking do is kick up your feet. You know, kick up your feet, HDX. You know?
Well, we're gonna.
I don't know. You know, kick off your shoes.
Yeah.
Put on your Sunday
Y'all
slippers. Put on your robe. You know, get your favorite pipe packed up, you know. Smoke the ganja, you know. If you live in, like, Arco or something, like, smoke a lot of meth, I don't know. Do that. Who knows, dude? Who knows? But I'm going to tell you, my friend's definitely going to paint you a picture right here. It's the Urban Dictionary phrase of the week. Let's do this shit, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right.
Very nice. Very nicely.
Well, thank
All
you, man. Thank you. Lots of practice.
Lots of practice. So I'm going to give our guest the
option. Yeah.
first choice of which one to pick.
Okay.
Now, I'm not sure why, Greg, why you went in the direction you did.
Right.
I don't like to ask you a lot of questions. You know, it
Right.
comes organic. It just happens.
It happens.
So obviously, you had Russia on the mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 3 of them are Russian themed. We've got the Russian truffle.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've got the Russian submarine.
Yep.
We've got Russian submarine
Yeah.
without the
2 different things.
without the
2 different things, yeah.
and then just out of nowhere we've got the dirty kidnapper.
Oh no! What was the first one again?
The Russian truffle.
And everybody knows what truffles are. Truffles are like a
Yeah.
delicacy
Yeah.
in the UK. So, you know, those are good.
No.
Or 2 versions of the Russian submarine.
Yeah.
Anything with submarine, isn't good at all.
Oh, yeah. Anything on Urban Dictionary, you can probably just say.
Steer away from
Yeah, you
it
can just
completely.
go ahead and just ignore everything.
Yeah.
Let's get the third one, the Russian.
Submarine?
Yes. Yeah. What was the difference between the second and third one?
The word the.
So Russian submarine and the Russian submarine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one are you going for?
Let's go with the. Let's do 3 is a magic number.
Okay,
Three
okay.
words.
Okay.
And it's short and sweet. So, the Russian submarine is the process in which a man or a woman chugs a bottle of hard liquor while ramming a girl from behind while hacking a computer.
Whoa.
He's pretty talented.
It's
It's pretty.
So, the bottle of liquor is obviously vodka.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Obviously.
So, the process in which a man or woman chugs a bottle of vodka while ramming a girl from behind, also while hacking into a computer.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
You ever seen that movie Hackers? I think there was a scene in there where they did that.
I don't think there was.
Who takes time to put all these in there? And they're like, this is
Really?
what that I'm gonna be like.
The hacker,
That's
obviously.
awesome.
Great minds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just really great minds.
Yeah.
You know what? It just makes it. We can start like slang terms like that and get them on there.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
definitely.
Like,
For sure, man.
How do you know I
it's all
didn't write
content
that?
creation. Yeah.
You know?
Those-
I'm pretty sure I didn't, but
So I think naturally we'd just go to
the next one.
the next one, which is the. I can't say the because it's
Right.
not. It
It's
is
good.
Russian submarine.
Right.
This is anal sex done in a full bathtub with the recipient face down.
Ooh.
The recipient must be using a snorkel
Right.
in order
Okay.
to breathe. For now.
Yeah.
Just before ejaculating, plug the snorkel hole, providing asphyxiation and tightening the anus while feeling confined. Try it. It's a slam dunk every time.
Yeah. So, they start panicking and the asshole tightens up, and there you go. Pacow.
I like that one more though. I like that one a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, it's more logical.
There's definitely more of a visual there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got their head
bathtub,
underwater with a snorkel
Yeah.
while they're getting beheft. Beeft.
BF'd?
Yeah.
Best friends?
No.
No?
Nope.
I don't know. I don't like any like
Suffocating?
I don't like any water, like shower sex, bathtub sex. I just don't like it. I feel like the heat and the water temperature distracts me, and it makes it harder for me to keep like a stiffy on.
Adapt and overcome, bro.
And that's why I don't even like putting music on. Like people try to put songs on, like I don't like. It's a distraction. Like it could be ADD in me, but like I perform better when it's just like me, you know, like distractions at all.
What?
No hot water, no
really.
music,
I've
no.
fucked in the shower plenty
no
of times
candles.
in my day, and I must say that I'm not a huge fan of it.
Yeah, it's not as good as people like make it seem. People are like, "Oh, shower sex get you fresh," but
And then
you know,
your fucking legs start shaking.
I don't even like car sex, you know, because you get cramps too. Well, I guess that's everyone knows that, but yeah, I don't like no distractions in that.
Car
stuff,
sex is a
you know?
young man's game, I think.
Yeah. That's a young man's game.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you got a bed at home,
Yeah, what's the point?
Yeah. I like to stretch out. I like to be all over the place. I don't want to be confined in a back seat.
Yeah.
First off, it's awkward. Like, is somebody are we gonna get caught? You know, maybe that's part of the fun.
Yeah,
You know?
you're like
It's like taxi cab
your
confessions.
head's got to be on a swivel.
Yeah, like, oh shit, what's going on?
It kind of throws you
Yeah.
off a little bit.
Feels like you're a young man again. You're like, oh shit, we're fucking in a car. It's not even ours.
All right, so I'm gonna go on now.
Sorry, mom.
So, just keeping with the theme, I'm just gonna read the last Russian one,
Okay,
the Russian truffle.
right.
So when two people, one usually from Russian descent,
Right.
so at least one of them has to be
A Russian.
an honest Russian.
Yeah.
Ooh, I did not proofread these, by the way. They
Do you ever?
no. When two people, one usually from Russian descent, shit on each other's foreheads, and then they headbutt each other.
To death.
It doesn't say to death.
No, I just added that
Oh.
because it's better.
So yeah, that's pretty.
That's messy.
That yeah.
It seems
It's messy in a lot of ways.
and I don't really see a purpose or a reason to do that.
There is none. But they're Russian. That's all the reason you need.
Just so that you can say you've done the Russian truffle.
Yeah.
How there's all these Russian like slang terms. Do you think people in Russia have American slang terms like American cheese bombing? You know,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
you
sure
know,
there
eat
is.
a hamburger. In
I'll
the
look it up
bathtub,
right now.
You know, like I'm sure they do the same thing to us. You know,
Oh yeah.
I'm sure,
I'm sure we do this.
that was
same-
probably Russians who wrote that.
Probably yeah.
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 Who knows?
All right. So getting
This is a global thing. It's not just us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's everywhere, bro.
all right. Let's go to the last one. Let's get this over with.
How long have we been recording?
Almost 90
It's
minutes.
about 2 minutes.
90 minutes. Okay.
Almost, yeah.
About 20 minutes.
So the dirty kidnapper.
Right.
So while having intercourse in the doggy position, I like how they clean it up sometimes.
Yeah. I like doggy.
It doesn't always, but it doesn't always have to be vulgar. You know, it doesn't have to be like, while fucking a chick in the butt.
Right.
You know?
Well, I mean, doggy, you don't have to be fucking in the butt. For
I
doggy.
know. I'm just saying they
Right.
cleaned it up.
I don't know if you know how to have
The
sex. or not, but-
vernacular.
Right.
They didn't get vulgar with
Oh,
it.
okay.
Is what I'm saying.
Right.
While having intercourse in the doggy position, when you're about to blow it, you grab a dirty sock.
Right. A dirty sock. Not even clean. Like when you worked out in.
Specifically says
When you
dirty.
worked out in or ran a mile in or something.
You grab a dirty sock.
Right.
You pull out. Put your homemade chloroform on the sock. Then grab her by the hair and hold the sock against her mouth and nose.
Ooh.
If you're looking for a ransom, then videotape it and threaten to show it to her rich daddy.
Damn.
That's
Jesus.
That
Greg.
yeah.
that's dark.
That's just straight illegal. It's not even.
I'm sure it's satisfying though.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm pretty sure 90% of the things on here is illegal. In some state.
Huh.
Probably most countries.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Anyway, so that's Urban Dictionary for this week for episode 110.
yeah.
Heck yeah, guys.
Go ahead and try them out.
Or don't. But if you do, let us know how everything went down.
If you try the Russian,
We'll probably
the
see it on
Russian
the
truffle,
news.
I'll be like,
We will probably see it on the news. Hey, before we end the show, there's something crazy that happened to me today that was sort of threw a wrench in my whole day.
really?
Yeah, it sort of messed up my vibe that I had going all day.
Is that why you didn't hear from me for the last part of the day?
Could be, because I was all live and hyped up to start my day out this morning.
Right.
And then, so for anybody that's that's not local, you may have heard about it, but there was a nationwide news story about it's a whole crazy story, but there's a couple of kids from Rexburg that were missing.
Right.
It was a global thing. It was on Dateline in 2020, and crazy story. But there were some kids that were that had come up missing, and everyone's trying to get the parents to tell where the kids are and all this stuff. Well, this week, there's some breaking news. They found the kids. They were
buried in the backyard.
Buried in the backyard. Yeah. But
both of them have been confirmed now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole country's been on this news story looking for these kids, wondering what happened to the kids.
Right.
This week they found out that the parents killed them and buried them in the backyard.
Yeah.
It's a really fucked up story.
Right.
Yeah, that's cruel, man.
It's a really fucked up story. But so this morning, I'm doing my route, the same route I've done for almost 5 years. Every Friday morning, the same exact route. I do the same exact thing every single week. So I turned the corner on this road, and I noticed that on this fence, there's this giant pile of stuffed animals and streamers and balloons and signs. They all say the kids' names that they had just found.
Wow.
And so I pull and I pick up the garbage right there, and then I look over and I realize, holy shit, this is the scene. Like, this is where they found them.
Yeah.
Oh, it was in Rexburg?
Yeah. And so I look out and you can see the disturbed dirt to where they had been doing the digging and where they found their bodies, and this is like the makeshift memorial that the town has
put
made
together. Yeah.
right there at the site where they found them.
Wow.
And there's just this weird thing. Like, I just realized that for the last 6 months, while these kids have been missing, I've been driving right by there every Friday morning.
Yeah.
I totally
Not
had
even
no
knowing.
fucking idea what was just 20 feet away from
Yeah.
where I was at. So that threw a fucking weird wrench
A
in
real
my day.
vibe, yeah.
Like, fucked up my day. Felt
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, it's just weird, man. Just because, partially because this is like it's like the whole country knows this story.
It's fucking.
And it's like, I'm right there next to it, and I
and
had no
it's
idea.
Such a. I'm glad we're gonna finally get some closure for it. But holy fuck, they were just like, oh yeah, they're at their grandma's. Like, no, they're not.
All the lies and the
Why fucking?
It's actually, if you're a
So
podcast listener,
Yeah.
there's a good Dateline NBC podcast that broke down the whole story from the beginning. I'm sure now they'll finish.
Yeah.
But up until just a couple of weeks ago, there's a podcast that tells the whole story.
Yeah.
And it's a crazy, twisted story. So, yeah.
Wow.
Anyway.
That's two things that are attracting national attention here. The restaurant, the barbecue place, and this, Wow.
Yeah.
All
one's a lot more positive than the other, though.
Yeah, definitely.
definitely.
But we're getting some national attention around here in the area.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I didn't mean to bring down the vibe, but
Yeah, you totally
as
did,
we
you
as we
fucking-
end the show. But
I mean, if the Urban Dictionary wasn't enough, you totally fucking just ruined it.
I know.
I had my mindset on like Russian truffle. I was like, oh, I wonder how that's
Yeah,
gonna
I was thinking
happen.
about that truffle,
And
man.
then all of a sudden, like,
Now you're gonna go home with that in your head,
yeah,
and the
I'm just gonna
vibe is
want
all
to
fucked up.
fucking Jesus. God, thanks, Jeff.
Anyway,
Thanks.
so before we end the show,
Thanks.
you're welcome.
Okay.
So to our guest HDX, tell everybody how they can support you and check out your content.
Of course, yeah. So what you guys can do is go on YouTube, HDX Space TV.
Oh.
You can look me up on Facebook, HDX, Instagram, HDX, pretty much anywhere. You can just find it under HDX, and I should come up in the links. But yeah, YouTube mainly is where my focus is at right now, guys. So go ahead and help me out. Help me get to 100 subscribers, guys. I'm making banger content, and I'm taking it very seriously. I'm pushing everything aside. I'm living by myself. I'm grinding hard nights. Yeah, this is what I'm going to do. When I was here on episode 77, I said, this was all in the works. If you listen back to the episode, I said I want to start a YouTube channel, and I want to get it popping. Here we are, half a year now later, maybe a little bit more, and
It's in the
yeah,
works.
it's in the works. It's going, So this is what I'm striving for, guys, and yeah, I'm just trying to dabble in a little bit of everything on YouTube. So I'm not just a food channel. I'm not pranks, vlogs, challenges, pretty much everything.
Yeah.
But like I said, another goal of mine is to get an acting role somewhere on a movie. Like, it doesn't have to be like a mainstream movie, but like a movie
Right.
or a play. Like, that's kind of what I'm looking at next,
Right.
So, but yeah, guys, YouTube, HDX TV, keep up with me, my crazy journey. Hit
Hell
that
yeah.
subscribe button. Shout out to Jeff and Greg podcast.
Shout
It's
out
always
to
a fun,
HDX.
yeah, it's always a fun time coming
Hell
here
yeah.
when I'm not all wasted. But yeah, guys, HDX, to sum it up, HDX TV on YouTube, guys. Thank you for listening today. And yeah,
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
There you go, baby.
Yeah,
That's
guys.
HDX. You know where to check them out at.
Yeah. So one last shout out to our official sponsor of the Jeff and Greg
Hell yeah.
podcast, Beamer's Action Motorsports Pro Shop. Yeah. Check them
Yeah.
out for all of your
Everything.
action sports needs.
Hey, how fast do those scooters go? How you're saying pro scooters? Because I'm thinking, those bitch razor scooters, but those, are they going like 25 miles an
Well,
hour?
they're however fast you push them, they're man powered.
Yeah, it's not like
So-
It's not, you don't just like,
No.
No.
Oh,
It's
It's
wow.
like the scooters you see, like people on like skateboard
like boardwalks.
ramps and shit doing on.
So
yeah.
you just, it's like electronic then, right? You just press like
No,
one
no,
foot
no,
and it
no.
goes.
So it's a skate. It's like a
Picture-
razor.
Yeah.
Picture a
except
razor
for with-
scooter, except
get
for
that fucking razor body off of it and get
beef
a pro fucking body on it, and they're doing like backflips and flips and all kinds of crazy shit.
How
on
fast do they go though?
Dude, they're
averagely?
fucking.
Are they fast? Like,
They're like a skateboard or faster.
yeah, dude, that'd be awesome for content. Like, I might do, get something for a video. I
would
I'm
love.
totally
I would pay
down to.
fucking money to see you fucking try to do some.
I am down for a video like that.
Next time on Jeff and Greg podcast, HDX, his arm's all broken and shit. It's like, oh fuck, what happened to your arm? Oh, I was doing a scooter fucking video and I broke my fucking arm.
like
Yeah.
this kind of stuff. It's like
Oh.
stuff you'd see people on skateboards and bikes doing.
Like professional scooterist.
yeah.
Scooterist, is that what you call
Yeah.
them?
I definitely call him a scooterist.
Yeah, doing their scooter shit.
Yeah.
But he does BMX. BMX is a big thing.
Yep.
Bikes, skateboards. Bring yours in if you need service.
Yep.
New and used purchasing.
Every time I go in there, he's working on something, so they're pretty busy.
And you
over
can
there.
also buy yourself a bump box.
Yeah, while you're in there, ask him about his bump boxes.
Yeah.
You know?
Check them out. Get a full sample and
Ask him if he'll show off his
hear
bump
what they,
boxes.
hear
He'll
what they
show them off.
really do.
Yeah, he likes to show off his bump boxes a lot.
He does.
Yeah.
He's got them all in there too.
You know, he has them fully undressed and ready to go. You know?
Yeah. Well, Greg, I think we pulled it off, bro. Episode 110 in the can.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, thanks to our guest HGX for coming
Thanks
down.
for coming out, bro.
Hey, thank you guys for having me.
Had
It's
a
always a
great
great time.
Hell yeah.
As usual.
HDX. Just trying to make
Don't
it.
start it.
Just trying to smooth it out. HDX.
HDX, yeah.
Yeah, HDX.
All right.
How do you say it?
That's
Just how
it.
do you even pronounce it without saying HDX? How would
You
it
don't.
sound?
Headaches.
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 Hex.
It's because usually when I type in HDX, like a bunch of like Indian stuff comes up.
Oh,
'Cause
does
it's
it?
like an Indian, like I guess, word or something.
Oh
but
wow! I wonder what it
headaches.
means.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I always.
It means
see
we're the
It's always
greatest.
Tagged, in that kind
We're
of
the
stuff.
best.
You know what comes up when I type in HDX is Home Depot stuff.
Yes, that's been the story of my life. I get
Yes.
sent that so much, from everybody,
Yeah.
like Home Depot stuff.
It's the
like,
Home Depot brand.
Yeah.
The Home Depot
And I-
brand of everything.
I love it. It's advertisement for me. I'm like, yeah, sponsored. I know.
Yeah.
Dope. Free stickers.
I love it.
Definitely free
I
stickers.
love that it's called HDX.
Yeah.
It just so happens. It's hard when people try to look it up on the search engine.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
because I used to go by Hendrix, but then Jimi Hendrix would pop up. Now I got this with Home Depot. Like
Yeah.
So we're in the works.
It's all good, man.
It's all right. All right, that's it. Thanks to everybody for listening. Check us out everywhere podcasts can be found. Like, subscribe, share, tell somebody. Go tell your mom about us.
Tell your fucking mom, dude.
I dare
can't
you.
fucking
I
wait.
dare you to tell
Tell
your
her,
mom.
dude. Tell her. She knows about us.
She probably already
Yeah,
does.
she does.
Your
Hell yeah.
dad caught her listening one night.
Oh yeah, he beat that ass too, dog. For real. Yeah, he's like, "Oh, you listen to Jeff and Greg? So what, bitch?"
Jealous.
Yeah, he was mad.
All right,
Yeah.
that's it.
Oh,
Episode 110, Jeff and Greg podcast.
hell yeah.
Until next week, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Greg.
And we out, bitch.
Real talk, motherfuckers.
yeah,
Fuck you,
you know,
Blake.
we forgot one thing.
What?
Fuck you, Blake,
Yeah.
first of all.
Yep.
But fuck the Beatles.
Oh yeah.
We can't
Fuck
leave
the
that off.
Beatles.
Yeah.
Can't leave that
Yeah.
off. Fuck the Beatles.
Yeah. Fucking. I heard they're racist as fuck.
Yep.
Anyway, man.